Video we are going to discuss still initial equation or exponential equation, but in this particular form we're going to see those kind of exponential equation that will lead to quadratic equations. So in the first one we'll have 2 power of 2x minus 5 power 5 into 2 power x plus 4 equals 0. At this particular point you cannot solve this equation exactly the way it is. Okay, you have to do some certain things to it before it will be solvable. For this one where you have 2 power of 2x, do you know you can still call it 2 power of x, then bracket 2, like this, because they are still the same thing. When x multiplies 2, you still get 2x. The reason I did this is that I want to obtain something uniform with this term here. That is why I separated the 2 from the x so that they will be uniform. Then minus 5 into 2 power x plus 4 equals 0. Now this particular point, you see that 2 power x is common. You can now say let p or any letter you like represent 2 power of x. You are free to choose any letter you like or p. If that is so, you now see that this 2 power x can be called p. Then you have 2 here squared minus 5. This will turn to p plus 4 equals 0. You've now seen that successfully we've generated a quadratic equation which you can just solve by putting two brackets like this equals 0. Now this is built in p, so put p here, put p here. Ask yourself, what two numbers do you multiply to get 4? If you add, you get minus 5. Think about minus 1 and minus 4. Minus 1 times minus 4 will give us plus 4. And minus 1 minus 4 will give us minus 5. Therefore, we are using minus 1 and minus 4. Just write minus 1 and minus 4. There is a way of solving this, but I'm just telling you the trick you are going to use to overcome it. Okay, now, when the product of two things gave us 0, it means that one of the terms are 0 or both of them are 0. Hence, I can write either p minus 1 is equal to 0. When 1 crosses over, it becomes plus, so p is equal to positive 1 here. Or, I'll take this one, p minus 4 is equal to 0. Then p is equal to positive 4. So we've got two values for p, but we are not asked to get p, we are asked to get x. Okay, so we need to get the value of x. Remember, originally we said let p be equal to 2 power of x. So, but p is equal to 2 power of x. Then, when our p is equal to 1, I'll use 1 to replace p. I will now have 1 is equal to 2 power of x. Because the base is 2, I want you to change this 1 to 2 power 0, then equals 2 power of x. Because any number power of 0 will give us 1. The reason of doing that is that I want to generate common bases that will cancel out. Okay, this one is the same thing as 2 power 0. So this will cancel out, leaving us behind with x is equal to 0. So here, x is equal to 0. Now, when p is equal to 4 here, I will now use 4 under p. You now see that 4 is equal to 2 power x. This 4 can be seen as 2 power 2 equals 2 power x, because 2 power 2 will give us 4. So that these 2 will cancel out, leaving us behind with x equal to 2. So we've now seen that the value of x is either 0 or x is 2. These are the values of x that will satisfy this given equation. So let's take the second one. Okay, the second one is more complicating. So as usual, change this as a 3 power x, then power of 2, minus, from the laws of indices, this can be seen as 3 power of x times 3 power of 2. Because by the laws of indices, if they have the same base, you just add the powers as x plus 2. That is what this will give us. Equals, on this stage, this is something as 3 power x times 3 power 1, such that we'll have x plus 1 here when you add the powers. Then minus 27. Now you can say let p represent 3 power of x, so that here we shall have p, then squared, minus, coming here again, 3 power of x, I will call it p, times 3 squared is 9 equals, seeing this I'll call it p times 3 because 3 power of 1 is still 3, then minus 27. This is now p squared minus p times 9 is 9p equals p times 3 is 3p, then minus 27. So let us rearrange this. We shall have p squared minus 9p. This 3p crossing over will turn to minus 3p, minus 27 crossing over turns to plus 27 equals 0. Now, this is now p squared minus 9p minus 3p will give us minus 12p plus 27 equals 0. As usual, form two brackets, then equal to 0. This is a shortcut. Then it is built in p, so you write p and p. What two numbers you multiply to get 27? If you add, you get negative 12. It should be minus 3 and minus 9, because minus 3 times minus 9 is plus 27, and minus 3 minus 9 will give us minus 12. So you write minus 3 and minus 9. Solving this, we have the first one, either p minus 3 is equal to 0. Then 1 minus 3 crosses over, it will give us just 3. Or take the second one, p minus 9 is equal to 0. When minus 9 crosses over, we'll have just 9. So we've got values for p, but we're not looking for p. We're asked to get the value of the letter x. So let's clean up here and continue. Remember, there was a time we said let p be equal to 3 power of x. So now, when our p is equal to 3, because we got p as 3 and 9. So let's solve for p when it is 3 after we solve when it is 9. When p is 3, we shall have, now use 3 to replace p, it will now be 3 equals 3 power of x. And 3 is the same thing as 3 power 1, because 3 power 1 will give us back our 3. So this cancels out, leaving us behind as x is equal to 1. Now, when p is equal to 9, I'll put 9 under p. This is now 9 equals 3 power of x. And 9 can be seen as 3 power of 2 equals 3 power of x, because 3 power of 2 will give us 9. 3 will cancel out, so x is just 2. So therefore, x is 1 or x is equal to 2. These are the values that can satisfy the given equation. If you've enjoyed what you've watched, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. My names there are Isham Nofu Online Maths.